Hello everyone, welcome back to Time&Tell. This week on the channel, in for review, we have the Sinn 556i. Now this is the blue dial version of Sinn's classic pilot watch series. What I'm going to do in today's video is break down in further detail about the watch. In particular, I'm going to talk about the general specifications, dimensions, movement, also give my thoughts on the piece, overall impressions, total value, and give my closing thoughts on it. So let's get started. So as mentioned earlier, this watch is the blue dial version of Sinn's classic 556 series, also available in the I, which means indices. It's also available with an A version, which stands for Arabic dial, which is numbered. This is the cleaner, to me, this is the cleaner version of the watch, and it's available in the following colors. They have the black dial with the date window, which is the classic style. There's also the blue, which is what I hold in my hands right now. And there's also the gray anthracite, which is the limited edition. And I know there's a few other versions out there that have been released in the past, but today we're going to focus on the blue dial in my hand. Now, I'm going to get started by talking about the general specifications of the watch. Let's start with dimensions. So this is a 38mm diameter case with a thickness of 11mm, a lug-to-lug measurement of 46mm, and a classic strap width of 20mm. Now, I think the proportions of this watch are amazing. I think it fits most wrist sizes all the way from 6 inches to 7.5. It has a classic timeless appeal, and the thinness of the case, 11mm, it can easily fit under a cuff of a shirt. So it's kind of what I would describe as a dressy tool watch. Now, what adds to that is the stick figures versus having Arabic dial numbering on it. Makes the watch a little more on the dressier side, which can be worn both in a casual and office setting. Furthermore, this watch features a screw-down crown, which allows a water resistance rating up to 200 meters. Now, that's quite impressive. This watch can actually be used potentially as a dive watch with that resistance rating. It allows you to wear it in a versatile array of environments. It can be worn in an office easily, but you can also wear this to the beach. I mean, the watch features drill lug holes, which allows the ease and ability to switch it to a metal or a NATO strap just to add to the durability of the piece. I think that's quite impressive Sinn to do. I also want to get a little bit about the movement of the watch. Now, this is a rarity for Sinn because they typically use Solita movements. The 556 series uses the ETA 2824-2, which is a departure from the norm, but it's one of their higher end ETA movements that they can utilize. Now, I also like the fact that Sinn has modified this movement slightly. It's shock resistant. It has thermally blued screws. It also has Sinn's classic gold colored rotor. I just think it adds a lot of visual appeal, especially with the sapphire case back of the watch. Additionally, there's sapphire on the front of the case, which makes it for a very sturdy piece. I just think the robustness and the addition of the drill lugs, you get a true tool watch. Now, there's a few things lacking on this that I wish Sinn did include on this. It does not feature their technology of tegimented steel. Now, many people ask, what is that? Sinn actually has a patent on a very, very hardened case. I believe it's 1200 Vickers. Now, that means that you cannot easily scratch the case. Had they included on this watch, I think it would have added to the appeal for being a true daily wear. Not that it isn't, it would just make it a little more durable. And as mentioned earlier, I do appreciate that Sinn offered drill lugs on this watch. That, in addition to the 20mm lug width, that allows for a lot of strap interchangeability. Now, this watch can go in a variety of different bands, NATOs, even the metal bracelet that Sinn sells for it. I just think it adds to the versatility of the piece. Now, the owner put this on this Sinn leather strap. It's pure calfskin, very supple. It's got the contrast stitching. The watch actually ships with a blue leather. Now, I think it looks very well with the dial. The blue accents the blue of the piece. But this watch can also look great in a variety of different NATO straps, as well as Perlon. So I just think the functionality of the watch is increased due to the strap interchangeability. You're basically wearing a new watch every time you change the band on it. So that's something that I really enjoy about these timepieces. Now, my overall thoughts on the watch. I think it's a good value that's offered by Sinn as, again, a dressy tool watch, a daily wear. I mean, it's just a very robust, solid piece. I mean, you have a sapphire crystal, the ETA 2824 movement. Also, this movement can be regulated to achieve a closer interval to cost time. I think that's a good value proposition that Sinn has offered in this piece. I highly recommend it, especially to those who are just getting into watches or don't want to take that step into luxury but want to take that next level up from entry level. I think this is a good stepping stone watch. I just think also the look of this dial, I mean, and the different variations of colors, I really think the blue and the gray really pop. But I kind of wish that they did offer the date version on these watches, just like the black dial has. Just some of us like that complication, but other than that, I think this is a solid entry point from Sinn. And there you have it. That was my review of the Sinn 556i, the blue dial version. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, please feel free to share the video and also hit the subscribe button down below. And I hope to bring you more videos shortly from Time&Tell. Thanks, guys.